All right. That just scared the mess out of me, and I probably just woke Emery up. Change is crazy. Change is crazy. Hey guys, welcome back to Stationery Muse channel. My name is Tatiana. I'm the owner of the Stationery Muse. If you are not familiar, or if you're new here, welcome. I talk all about just organization, my love of paper goods, having creative businesses such as a stationery business, and overall just empowering women to go for what they want in their lives, whatever that may look like for all of us, because we are all different and we all are more than one thing. I decided that I think that more than ever, I really want to help you guys out as much as possible. I kind of spoke about this a little bit on my last video of how just everything that's been going on has really almost put a fuel into me more to really take my business even more serious, really go for the stuff that I've been kind of putting off and, you know, just kind of being like unsure about, and just really going for it. And so, you know, if I'm giving you guys that advice, I'm taking it as well. So I really wanted to help you guys and start really giving you even some more just insight to how you can start your own creative business. This is seriously becoming something that I am very passionate about. I'm working on something pretty huge around it, and I just love being able to empower you guys and help you. And so many of you message me all the time just about how you want to start your own businesses, but you are fearful, doubtful, you know, all of those things that I talk about all of the time, of how you cannot let that stuff hold you back. And I think now more than ever, it is so important to go for what you want in your life. You know, things can happen and change and be crazy, but one thing that you can definitely control is your actions and what you do. And to have something that is your own is just so special and something that nobody can take away from you. So with that being said, on my last video, I did ask if anyone had any questions or anything like that. So I did want to see, there was a question that I got and I wanted to answer it. And I'm thinking like every other day, I want to just pop in and say hello to you guys. But okay, so this comes from Melody Abby. Hey, Melody. And she said, I am taking this time to begin my preparations for my subscription box goals, which I think is amazing. Subscription boxes are amazing. More videos coming on those as well. I am wanting to start a box similar to yours, but geared towards tweens and teens. I would love to see a video that shows the beginning stages of getting suppliers and products lined up. Any suggestions would be amazing. Thank you for your inspiring videos that I follow regularly. You have encouraged me to take a step to faith to begin. I love when I get those messages from you guys that I'm encouraging you just through my own journey. I'm just little old me, you know, I'm not anything super crazy or like super booming, but it makes me feel so good to know that I really am encouraging you guys to go for things as well. So that means a lot to me. So thank you, Melody, for your question. Thank you for your support and watching, and I will definitely answer that question in my video today. Okay, so real quick, before I get into this, let me show y'all my office. Like, you already know. I always say don't judge me, y'all. And you know what? You can actually judge me because this is ridiculous. It got kind of like a train wreck before we left to go out of town. And this is the reality of in here right now. So at some point this week, I want to get in here and clean. Maybe I can show you guys a clean with me process, but it just looks horrendous. I just had to share this with you because this is like my real life right now. It's pretty embarrassing. Emery done brought a random shoe in here, y'all. Like, just crazy. Yeah, but my bookshelf looks nice. So I ever need to take a photo, you know, that's pretty cool. Emery is napping right now, so I will definitely show her when she gets up so you guys can see her. But I did want to answer Melody's question, and I definitely could go more in depth with subscription boxes. My plan, I think I want to actually film like a whole sit down of like, so you want to film what am I talking about? So you want to start a subscription box and really cater to those of you that are wanting to do something similar to me as far as like a stationery type of box, or even more wanting to get into handmade or anything like that. That is my realm and my expertise. So I will definitely be filming a more in-depth video of that soon. But I want to touch on this question as specifically as I can. to give some insight as to how to do it. And I have this little, I'm gonna take it off this little tripod. It's not working for me. Hold on. While I'm waiting on my tripod to get in, I have this thing that I'm trying to use, but it's like, it was like $13 from Target, and it just, the phone moves too much for me. So I don't like it, y'all. And I thought I could tighten it up, but it's not really tightening. So I guess it's just wobbly like that. Anyway, so when I got started with my subscription box, the one thing that I knew, and I will also go more in depth with this as well, is that I did not want to make it expensive for me personally. I have always been a person that just feels like anytime I want to take a leap of faith on something, I know that funds are limited, and that's just the realistic part of it. And I also know that I want to do something when I'm ready to do it. I want to do it now. So when I'm working with those two different things, they kind of are very contradicting of each other. And so what I really had to do when I started this box was to be like, okay, how can I make this box work for me, make it profitable, to make it worth my time, especially with me wanting to do some handmade items and things, but also make it valuable to people as well. And so, you know, from month to month, I definitely experimented with different things. I always try to include a lifestyle item, of course, paper products, stickers, pens, washi tape, different things like that. And what I will say is one of the biggest places where I got a lot of my stuff from, and more recently I haven't as much, but is AliExpress, which, you know, is a little weird right now with everything going on because a lot of the stuff comes from China. As of right now, I think you still can order stuff. The stuff has a pretty long turnaround time. So like when everything is back to normal and stuff is all good, if you order from there, I would just make sure that you plan at least 2 months in advance, because just the way the stuff is, it gives you sometimes a estimate. It'll say like 12 to 20 days, and then other times it might say 30 to 50 days. So you just want to make sure you have all of like the amounts you want to order. You want to make sure that you have what you're going to get specifically, and then you place that order, and you know, it comes, but it takes a while, and sometimes the tracking is not the best on the stuff either. So for the most part, I've had about a 90% success rate with ordering off of AliExpress. I have had a few times where stuff just never came. They have a very nice process where you can dispute something. Like if you paid, obviously it didn't come, you get your money back. Very nice customer service. And then even when you message with the people, like the actual supplier that you're getting it from off of AliExpress, they're usually very good at communicating with you, and will get back to you very quickly, and we'll usually like send it out again or work with you to figure out what's the best thing, whether that is to dispute or whatever. I'm actually getting ready to make my lunch, but I wanted to show you guys, just in case if you were wondering, that essential oils that I was using in the video earlier. I'm not really a big essential oils person, even though I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I did kind of freak out a little bit. I ordered some thieves oil, which I think should be here soon. It came from this company called Revive, and it's similar to like the, what is that company called? I think it's called like Young Living oils or something like that, but it was like a cheaper version of it, but still really good. Reviews were good, but it's supposed to help with like boosting your immunity and stuff. So I ordered that. I'll share that with you guys whenever that comes in. But I have them in this little plastic container, and I just ordered this set off of Amazon like 2 years ago, and it just came with all of these little scents. But the little blend that I did and pretty much do every day is lavender and lemongrass. It's just something about it. It's like you have that calming smell of the lavender, and then you have that boosting effect from the lemon. I just kind of made that up, but that's what I love those two. All right. That just scared the mess out of me, and I probably just woke Emery up. Okay, so sorry about that. But anyway, basically, I like those two together. I just love lavender. I love lemon. So together they just have this amazing scent that just makes me feel relaxed, if that makes any sense. But I'm actually getting ready to make my lunch right now, but I wanted to share that with you guys because I just looked at it and was like, oh. So I wanted to answer the other part of her question, and I don't even think I finished what I was saying, but y'all, these little salad packs are so good. I get them all the time, and I get like the different flavors and stuff. This one is the Asian sesame one. Okay, and I hear Emery, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to talk about this, but the other thing I would say too, so I would definitely check that out. The reason I suggest that, I know some people don't like to order overseas and things like that, and that, you know, to each his own. I just find that when you are trying to do something cost effective, and especially for me when I'm doing like smaller quantities, I found a lot of times that the stuff was just affordable and it really worked. Not always the case, but like if you're trying to order pins or washi tape, you might be able to get, like, for example, I could get washi tape, maybe one design, and specifically, they're all different, but specifically one design, maybe like a thin washi tape, I might be able to get it for like $1 each, where if I was to order it from somewhere here, I might be paying close to like $3 or $4 each. And when you're looking at the cost of how much things are with a box, and you want to make sure that you are making somewhat of a profit, those are things you have to consider. So I have been using AliExpress for a while now. Like I said, my last couple boxes, I have not as much. But it's definitely something that I have used in the past and do suggest you check out. Amazon is also really great. There are a ton of amazing places on Amazon. If you just search like places where you can get pins, bulk washi tape, just bulk things in general, and especially for like teens and tweens, you probably could find all kind of cute little stationery items and knickknacks and things to add in there. You can get them at like a kind of like a wholesale price. I've ordered tote bags off of Amazon before. eBay has some really nice stuff, like if you want to do pouches or anything. I also really like to order my handmade supplies. A lot of times I'll get it off of Amazon as well, in addition to like the craft store and stuff. So it just really depends. Those are like the main ones that I use. Again, I do just make some stuff here at home, sticker paper, you know, you order that and then I just make the stickers myself. And then I'm about to tear this salad up real quick, y'all. But the other part of that question is about the products being lined up and how you can do that. So what I have always done is when I come up with my theme, or however you decide to do your subscription box, most of the time they are themed, you'll think about like what exactly you want to put in there. And I can even show you guys. I haven't used this in a little bit. But let me show you. This might be kind of fun to show. It's like a little behind the scenes of something that I don't think I've ever showed on a video. So let me just pull it up. So right here, some months I use this more than others, but this is just a little spreadsheet I created back when I basically first started this box, and it's a place where I can organize my thoughts. Let me try to find one that's a little bit more filled in for you guys, but even if I don't, you can still get an idea. Like sometimes I will actually put the costs in there of certain things, just to see what I want to do. Okay, here's one, for example. So this is a Hello Gorgeous box, if you guys were a subscriber at that point. So what I would do, just to suggest if you're starting a box, is you want to kind of know like what is the cap going to be for how many people you want to have. So when you're first starting out, just make it a small number. I still have a pretty small cap because I'm doing handmade stuff and I'm okay with that. I don't want like a huge demand with it just being me. So I keep it realistic to what I can accommodate, but you know, figure out what is your cap that you want to have. That's important, so then you know how many of them to order and plan accordingly. So if you already kind of know, like in your head, if you're doing your first box, let's just say for example, and you know you just know you're going to get 30 boxes, you know you're going to get 100 boxes, plan for that. And then I would always add maybe a handful more, so maybe add 10 more or 5 more or whatever the case. I'm always a small scale type of person, so like add 5 more to like this cap of 20, for example. Then that way, if you decide you want to do, like maybe you want to send it to an influencer, you want to send it to a PR person, you have some extras. But that's what all gets included in that cap number. And then you kind of figure out what your theme is going to be. You research your items. And what I do, I just kind of start thinking about like what goes along with that theme. So for example, Hello Gorgeous, I knew that I had a color palette in my head. And so then I started kind of building out what I wanted each thing to be. I knew I wanted rose gold to be a part of it. So I put a couple things in there. And then I have ideas of stuff. Some stuff doesn't actually make it to the actual box, and sometimes it does. So that's what I'll put there. And then, you know, any additional things, a lot of times I will put the links to the items. So like if I find one, let me see if I can find another one like that. Like I said, I use this sometimes, and then sometimes I'm not really as into it. It really just depends on the box. I'm trying to find a really good one for you guys. I really used it the last time. Okay, so here's another one, Forever Simmer. So like I would put the link in here, so then that way I could easily go back. So when you're in the research phase, just have a place where all of your stuff is, and then from there you can kind of, you know, move forward. But I just have steps that I do with basically every single box, and that is what I would follow over here, kind of like my checklist. I wanted to show it basically to say that it's really easy to just get organized and do some, y'all see this? I need to take down, it's like, just pretend like you don't see the Valentine's Day decoration still. But yeah, basically, it's easy to just organize your thoughts a lot better when you have somewhere to put them. So definitely consider getting like a project management software, or even just, I'm using just for this particular thing, Google Sheets, something so that you have a place to go back and you can refer to past boxes, and just so you can organize your current thoughts. That's basically what you do. You just kind of research it. Maybe you have an idea of like, okay, I have like 4 different things I'm thinking I might want to do, but I know I can only do 2 of them. Well, research it, you know, check out a couple different websites, see who has the best deal, put those links there, calculate it out, like what would be the cost per item, you know, like, and then, you know, factor in how many boxes that would be. So like if you're getting something that comes with 40 in there, like if you're getting 40 paper clips in a pack and it's $5, and then you know that you have 50 subscribers, like what is going to be the cost per subscriber? So, you know, all that little math stuff that I'm not really the best at. I can do some basic stuff, but that's about it. But just, you know, you want to kind of get as close as possible to what your costs are going to be, and always kind of stay within that amount each time. So then you know that you're at least getting somewhat of a profit back on your boxes. But that would be my biggest tip, is just, you know, research and kind of think like, what do you love? Go look on Pinterest, get some ideas of the different products you want to offer in each box. And especially if you know like what your frequency of how often you'll do it. Like I know I started mine to be monthly. Now I'm bi-monthly, some boxes are quarterly. So that could factor in as well. And then that would give you more time to figure it out. And you may charge more depending on that as well. Like if you do a quarterly box, you may have a higher amount, and then that way you would offer more products. Just different things like that. But that was just hopefully a really easy way to just touch on it. I could definitely get more in depth in another video, but that is it. So let's go get Emery, y'all. My salad is looking sad right there right now, but it's okay. I'm gonna get it after we get her. Dee. Hi. What up? What up? As promised, here's little Emery. Hey girl. Hey girl. So I decided we're actually gonna go on a walk. It's really pretty out. It's almost 70 degrees today. So I thought you guys would like to see me get this little chick ready. What you wanna put on to go for your walk? You gonna get on your bike? We actually went on one yesterday too. It's really nice to just get out of the house, get some fresh air. I wanna make this a routine with her every day, honestly. So I'm trying to get somebody changed, but they wanna play. You playing peekaboo? You hiding? Are you hiding? Peekaboo. 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 So I had every intention of showing you guys this like really beautiful scene that we have like right when you kind of pull out of our like development area. It's like this huge mountain, and I love looking at it. It just makes me so happy. But whew, I'm like out of breath. I need some water. But yeah, so I was basically getting ready to walk down there to show you guys and to show Emery so she could like see like, oh, mountain. And then one of those creeper white vans, y'all, came out of nowhere. And I am like, one thing you may not know about me because I don't really share very much, but I'm like such a scary person. And those vans really creep me out, especially the ones that don't have windows in the back. And that one did not have any windows in the back. And what was even more creepy was like they pulled, or they were driving and then they like slowed down. Like they were going like a normal speed, then they slowed down when they were like passing us. and then they sped back up again, and then they made like an immediate left and went around the block and then came back out and saw us like on the other side. They like came around the corner really fast too. And I was on the phone with my husband by that point because I was like, what is going on? So it could have just been a coincidence, but it was just like really weird how they did it. And then they came around the corner and they like slowed down again, and then they like left out. So like literally just drove around the block and then slowed down when they were near us. I don't know. I don't really like that. I don't want to be like deterred from walking with her. This is one of the reasons why I don't like going on walks with her by myself. But at the same time, it's like I want us to enjoy getting out, and it's getting warm. So anyway, I'll have to show you guys that mountain another time, but that was just really not that fun. Emery, do you want to close the video with me? Come here. Say hi. Or even better, can you say bye-bye? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. She's so silly, you guys. Here, come on, let's take your shoes off. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that you got something out of today's business talk. I'll be back with another video in a few days, but if you haven't already, definitely subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video. Those are things that helps my channel grow. And I am so close to getting monetized, you guys. Like, it's a process. So if you love my videos and you want to support and you want to see me eventually make it to being monetized, I am like really, really close. Like, I am within less than 500 watch hours from finally making that goal of the 4,000 that you have to reach. So it's kind of cool. But you know, I mean, you want to binge my videos a little bit, you know, show me a little bit of some love, I would appreciate it. But thank you guys so much for tuning into my video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.